Coming up in court today on Eye for an Eye.
He continues to pay me to give him lap dances.
If I catch you lying one more time, then we're gonna have a serious problem.
In the court system, justice is not always just. That's why they bring their disputes here. Real people, real problems, real revenge. Justice is Eye for an Eye.
All my friends are here. Hi, it's me. I'm Cato Kalin, and today on Eye for an Eye, we have a case where a strip club visit turned into a family affair. The plaintiff alleges that her husband met the lap dancer of his dreams. Unfortunately, it turned out to be his niece. The defendant contends it was one big mistake, and the dirty dance would have been better if it wasn't from the family member.
My ex-husband is a cheat, a liar, a thief, everything bad that you can think of.
My ex-wife is a gold digger, but she's not getting any more of my gold. Judge Akim is fair and judicious. This is a slam dunk.
This is the case of not a nice thing to do. What happens when justice grinds to a halt? Only Extreme Akim can decide that. Let's watch! All rise!
Got Josie Kelly, correct? You're the plaintiff in this case, and you brought this action against Forrest Gunner, correct?
Correct.
I've read some of your complaint. Tell me a little bit about it, though.
I'm suing him because we were married for 3 months, and on the night of our wedding, he lied to me and went to a strip club, and...
On the night of your wedding?
Yes. Pretty horrible, huh?
Well, where did he tell you he was going?
Well, he told me that he had to get some work done and that it was really important or he might get fired.
I did have to get some work done.
Yeah, what kind of work?
Sir, why would you go why didn't you go home and have a honeymoon with your new wife instead of go to a strip club?
Your Honor, she is an expert at half-truths and innuendo.
Is it true you went there that night?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay,
But
let me hear. I'll get back to the reason you went, but let me hear what else you got to say.
Okay, well...
So after you found out he went to the strip club that night, what happened?
Okay, first of all, you know, he has told me in the past that he only had eyes for me. And, you know, I bought some special outfits and, you know, did things to please him, okay? That sometimes I was a little uncomfortable with, but I did it for him. So it really, really ticks me off that he lied to me, goes to the strip club, and of all things, he gets a lap dance.
Well, that's what happens in those places.
Well, yes, but get a load of this. It wasn't just a lap dance. It was with my niece.
Oh, God.
Your Honor...
What do you mean it was with your niece? Did he know your niece?
Well, we found out that he really didn't know who she was.
Oh, she wasn't at the wedding?
Well...
Was that her
yes.
wedding gift? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, that was a big wedding gift. No, it was just that, well, he claimed he didn't recognize her.
Well, I got here that you got an annulment, is that correct?
Yes.
And why did you get an annulment? Was it because of this, or was it because of something else?
Well, yes, it was because of this.
Okay.
Because he cheated on me.
And what are you asking me to do here today?
Well, I'd like to sue him for everything he's got. Clean out all his bank accounts for the pain and suffering that I have gone through.
All right, she says that night of wedding, you danced with her niece, got a lap dance, and then she got an annulment for this, and now she wants half of your stuff, all your stuff, basically. What do you got to say about all this?
Well, Your Honor, appearances can be deceiving sometimes. I did have to work late that night, and as it turned out, the boss was called out early, and so I only had to work for about 30 minutes longer than usual.
Well, why didn't you call me?
That was long enough, Your Honor, for me to miss my bus. And as I had never had a lap dance before or hardly ever even been to strip clubs. And I just decided, well, what the heck, you only live once, and
Wait a minute.
it's...
You said that you never had a lap dance before?
I certainly...
Wait a minute. What about the time that you, like, bought me that special outfit and you actually showed me what to do?
Well, as usual...
So he wanted you to do a lap dance?
Yes, privately.
Well, that's fine. I mean, that part's fine. But what are you doing with her niece getting one on the night of your wedding? Is the niece here in the courtroom?
Yes.
Oh, great. Come on up. Stand up here. Let me...
Come on, darling.
All right. Tell me what you know about this. Did this man come on his wedding night to your place?
Yes, he did. And he's been several times to the club.
Oh, he's been there before this night?
Yes, this was
So you
not
weren't telling the truth about your bus breaking down. This was your first time at a strip joint.
Coming up next.
He's been in several times, and he continues to pay me to give him lap dances.
She took me to swingers clubs at least once a month.
How do I know you and the little niece over here didn't come up with this scheme just to take his money in some annulment?
That's what she did to him.
Yeah,
she
I
said
thought it was
she
a
paid the
perfect thing.
hooker.
You're watching Eye for an Eye.
You said that you never had a lap dance before? What about the time that you bought me that special outfit and you actually showed me what to do?
What you know about this? Did this man come on his wedding night to your place?
Yes, he did. And he's been several times to the club.
Oh, he's been there before this night?
Yes, this was
So you
not
weren't telling the truth about your bus breaking down. This was your first time at a strip joint.
If you'll forgive me, Your Honor, I think I may have accidentally misled.
You're in this courtroom, a judge with a bat, and you're in here lying. If I catch you lying one more time, then we're going to have a serious problem here, sir. Tell me what else happened.
Well, he came in, and the girls at the club think he has a little obsession with me. He's been in several times, and he continues to pay me to give him lap dances.
Let me ask you something. When did you find out that this was your new uncle?
When there was a wedding party for the two of them, and he happened to be there, obviously, as her husband, and when we were introduced, we were both shocked. Completely shocked. I was
Surprise, surprise.
I knew something fishy was going on because I saw the things, the looks and the gestures they were exchanging.
Is there anything going on between you and this man?
No. I was revolted when I saw him and realized that that was my uncle.
What do you have to say? But come on in here. What do you have to say about all this?
Hi, I'm Robin, and I'm Josie's sister.
Okay.
And this man is slime because everything he's saying about these two is a lie. I mean, she is doing it to put herself through school. She has been brought up better. She's a good girl. She's only doing this because
Can't she get an education, get a real job? I mean,
you know
she don't
what?
need to be taking her clothes off. She could work at McDonald's if she has to.
Right.
I mean,
Not-
anything for honest living. Sir, you stand up. What's your name?
Hi, I'm John Navarro, and I was married to her for a couple of years.
He knows.
All right.
Listen to...
Okay, y'all two could get out of the cage. I want to hear this, Joe.
And I can
Excuse me.
tell you that she is a fairly uninhibited woman.
What husband number were you?
I was first, I think.
You were the first.
Yes, you were.
Are the others dead? Are you the only one still alive? Or?
That I know of, Your Honor.
Okay.
She liked three ways a lot.
Three
And,
ways.
though we did experiment quite a bit. She took me to swingers clubs at least once a month. I mean, it was, it was like
sorry, Your
a
Honor.
Tupperware party with batteries.
Lying.
And
He is
nobody had any
absolutely
clothes
lying.
on.
Right.
So the point of your testimony is that she's not as innocent, that this wouldn't bother her, the fact that he was having a lap dance. Is that what you're saying, that she doesn't deserve
The
anything?
snew melted a long time ago over here.
No,
right.
excuse
Okay.
me.
So he's got a good point. I mean, if you're into all this kinky stuff and having three ways, why would it bother you that your husband's at a strip joint having a lap dance?
Okay, because I had a special relationship with Forrest. That's why.
Oh.
My other, excuse me, would
Oh,
you
well,
like
go
me to
ahead.
say something
I'm
nice
touched.
about you for
Forgive
once?
me while
okay?
I weep over here. Go ahead.
A special relationship with
Well, you
him
know
at whatever
what?
she wanted. Same way
I
with
am
me.
so happy that I caught you doing this because
How
I
did you
thought,
catch
for
him?
one,
I want to know how you caught him. How did you catch him? I mean, how do I know you and the little niece over here didn't come up with this scheme just to take his money and some annulment?
That's what she did to him.
Yeah,
she
I
said
thought it was
she
a
paid
perfect
the
thing,
hooker, and then
set
she
me
got
up.
him.
I mean, ma'am, from your history, it doesn't seem like this would bother you, and it's got me confused on why you're here saying this bothers you when you forgot this long history.
Because he was my husband. Okay, that's why.
Well, this man was your husband too, and you were allowing him to sleep with whoever he wanted to. So why are you picking on him now and saying you
And
deserve
we're
it all?
lucky, Your Honor. We're not dead like those
Your
others.
Honor.
Right.
The last
Your
one had
Honor.
all the money.
Right on.
He was 80 years old, and she got every penny of his money.
Right. That's
That's right, and I deserved every bit of it. Every single bit of it.
Your
are-
Honor.
And you know what? I
Sex
gave
circus.
part of that money to
No wonder he
start her
paid
in
for it.
school. To start Charlotte in school.
Your Honor, I would like to remind you that I did not know that that was my niece by marriage, and there was no real sex that went on. There was no penetration. I did not have sex with that woman.
The only thing you're saying you did wrong was you had a lap dance on the wedding night, and there hasn't been any other improprieties. Is that correct? I mean, you don't have any proof that he slept with any other women, do you?
Except when
Yes,
she
I
set
do.
it up.
Well, yes. Well, no, I don't have any proof on me, but there are.
All right, well, then I know what's going on here. Then I'll be back in a second with my decision. Thank you.
Well, it sounds like she has Anna Nicole syndrome, and I just wondered, was she jealous because she wasn't included in the dance? Sounds like she likes the three-ways a lot.
No, I definitely was not jealous.
Since she's okay with the threesomes you say, why don't you take her to the strip club with you? And both of you can enjoy it.
Well, you know,
That's a good
I
question.
just did what I could get along in marriage. The threesomes were her idea.
After you found out that was your uncle by your wife, why would you still keep having lap dances with him?
I didn't. He kept coming into the club because he was obsessed. He wouldn't leave me alone. He even asked the bodyguard for my phone number.
Doesn't matter what my decision is or our decision. It's up to one person. That's Judge Extreme Akim. Let's find out what he has to say right now.
Coming up next.
If you did marry this man for money, well, ma'am, you made a big mistake. Annulment means it's as if the marriage never happened.
You're watching Eye for an Eye.
Is there anything going on between you and this man?
No. I was revolted when I saw him and realized that that was my uncle.
I just did what I could get along in marriage.
But not everybody else is up there taking their clothes off, and y'all seem proud to be with
Right on, y'all. All rise!
I don't think there's any proof in this case that this man is a sex deviant. I don't think there's any proof that you poisoned or killed your husbands either. I mean, I think that's all hearsay. I do want to ask Denise something. Did you and your aunt participate in this to set him up so she can get an annulment?
No, sir.
Did you and your aunt think he had money?
Well, he tipped me really well, and
If you did marry this man for money, well, ma'am, you made a big mistake when you got an annulment. Because under the law, annulment means it's as if the marriage never happened. So you are not entitled to anything. But I think both of you need to be cooled down. I think it's outrageous that you went to a strip joint on the night of your wedding. I think your past history and the morals you're set for your family are outrageous. So I'm going to give you my version of a cold shower. I'm going to ask that they take both of you out back and that both of you be hosed down and cooled off. Now, that's justice.
Hello, it's me, Cato, and Judge Extreme Akim has ordered us back to where the frisky lap dance first took place. That's why I'm here at the world famous, the most popular gentlemen's club in all the United States of America, the Lodge. Today, justice will be singled out. Let's go.
I'm glad that my ex-wife has been pulled into this judgment because she's the real villain of this case. I think that she deserves as much punishment and reprehensible treatment as I by a long shot because she is an established gold digger. I can't find anything particularly exciting about this environment because it reminds me so much of my ex-wife, and I find that very unexciting.
I feel that Extreme Akim's verdict was totally unfair because I am innocent. I did not get a lap dance. My ex-husband did, or my husband the night of our wedding got a lap dance from my niece. And here I am in this awful place. I can't believe it. This could be the chair that it happened in.
Okay, Judge Extreme Akim wants you guys hosed down. I brought along this beautiful woman here. You're not a doctor, actually. You're a,
No, sir, my name's Devin, and I'm a sex therapist.
Okay. So you got these wires. Tell me what's going on.
What we do is we hook people up to electrodes to different sensitive areas of their body. We measure multiple senses, such as blood pressure, their heart rate, their brainwave activity, sweat glands, blood flow, and also their galvanic skin responses, and puts it all together in an overall stimulation on a chart from 0 to 10, judging their arousal level.
Okay, 0 to 10. So you're saying if it goes to 10, that means that they possibly will have, well, I guess an orgasm, right?
Right. 10, they're at climax. 0, there's no sexual stimulation going on whatsoever.
You know what I'm gonna do? Because I like both of you. Akim wants you to get soaked. I'm gonna give you a chance not to get soaked. What I'm gonna do, 5 and below, you go home dry. 6 and above, you go home wet. You okay with that?
I am.
All right, because you know what I did? I'm bringing on a sexy male dancer. I'm bringing on a sexy female dancer that are, well, let me just say, they can turn on anybody, and we'll see if they turn you on. Let's see.
This is a gentleman's club, and as I am a gentleman, and one of the measures of being a gentleman is the extent to which one can avoid arousal against one's will, I feel quite confident that I will pass the test as a gentleman and will not be aroused in these circumstances.
Justice is being served in one way, that I am getting a chance to get out of this revenge, this punishment, because I certainly don't deserve it. I didn't do anything wrong. I am not the kind of person that goes to these kind of clubs. I am a classy lady. I don't get aroused unless, of course, at the appropriate times, and I don't do it in public, unlike that scumbag that I was married to. I am so angry and livid about my husband spending our wedding night, our supposed honeymoon, in a strip club, and then being with my niece of all people.
Oh my.
I'm not worried about getting hosed down because I'm innocent, and it takes a lot. It really takes a lot, more than just somebody dancing in front of me.
I think it'd be quite fitting to douse my ex-wife with cold water at the end of this because she is such a cold fish. It's poetically appropriate.
All right, so this thing is really registering on both of them. Why is his brainwave at 0? Gee, I never thought I'd say this, but stop. Paige, stop. Randy, stop. Stop, stop. All right, so I'm not going to tell you guys just yet. So stick around, and we're going to find out in a second. Come on, follow me this way.
Okay. I mean, I am used to that.
So you're going to get the results here. They're coming up now.
Is this a lie detector thing?
Well, you kind of were there now. We're going to give you the results.
Okay.
Let the, of course, ladies first. Follow right out here. Come on out. All right. Come on out. Come on out. Oh, this, by the way, this is an ambush. Today, justice was a spray bottle gone wild. Finally, we got them cleaned up. This is Kato Kalin for An Eye for an Eye. We'll see you. Hey, I'm getting wet. We'll see you next time on Eye for an Eye.
I was totally surprised. I did think it was mildly exciting being hosed down by so many beautiful girls.
I was really surprised to see this gorgeous male stripper dancing in front of me, and you know, you gotta say, it's hard not to get turned on by that stuff.
I was attracted to that gorgeous girl a little bit, I admit it, just a little bit. But I have to tell you, I think that she was probably more attracted to me than I was to her, and really, they should have had her hooked up to that machine.